Hey guys, welcome back to the wood shop. It's early November here, and for me, that means looking for Black Friday deals, especially on tools. And now, with that being said, I have found a pile of them, and I'm going to give you my top 10 Black Friday tool deals right now. So I've been hitting the old interwebs here on the laptop, looking for the best deal I can find on tools just to pass those along to you. And at least for right now, that is boiled down to Lowe's and Home Depot. Now I'm going to give you the top 10 list of the ones I feel are the best bang for your buck, starting with number 10 all the way down to number 1. If you stick around to the end, I'll have a couple uh, bonus ones that didn't quite make the list. And as always, if you feel like there's a tool deal that you come across that I didn't mention this one, leave it in the comments and I'll definitely check that one out. Now you'll see I'll be putting some images and video up here that'll kind of give you a better description of these than just me having the tool out. But anyway, let's start with number 10. At number 10, Lowe's and Home Depot both seem to be running the deal, and they do this one every year. It's kind of why I put this one at number 10. But they're carrying a DeWalt drill and impact driver combo with 2 batteries, which are 2 amp hour batteries. They also have the charger and the carrying bag. If that doesn't suit you, Home Depot is carrying the Ridgid version. Same 2 batteries, charger, carrying bag, that kind of stuff. $99 saves you $50 if you don't want to try out the DeWalt. Either way, I don't think you'd go wrong with either one of those. Up next, number 9, Diablo 14-piece Spade Bit Set. These have this what they call the speed tip, which is pretty handy about drilling into wood. It's a lot better than a lot of those cheap ones, and it's at $19.88. Pretty good deal. And as of right now, it's not telling me a cutoff date. Some of these have a cutoff date, but like I said, it's high speed steel. It does come with a pouch, and a lot of you, if you know Diablo tools and Diablo blades, they make a heck of a blade. So definitely check that one out. Up next at number 8 from Home Depot, I've got the DeWalt 10 compartment small parts organizer. It's a little storage tray. You can keep screws and nails, that kind of stuff in there. And I use those things all the time. Now, just as an alternate, if you're looking to save even more money, you can get at Walmart, they carry their Hyper Tough brand. You can get 2-pack for about the same price of that. It's probably not as versatile. I'm pretty sure the DeWalt one, you can actually take the trays out and move them around wherever you need them. The Hyper Tough isn't that way, but you're getting 2 times the storage really with that one. So either way, I think you're a good deal on that one. Up next to number 7, it's one I've had for a little while now, and I am very glad I picked this one up at Home Depot. We're looking at the Ridgid 16-gallon 5-peak horsepower wet dry vac. And this thing is running $59.88, so $60 for a 16-gallon shop vac. Guys, in my opinion, you can't beat that. It comes with filter, lots of attachments, very powerful, and it's not super annoying as far as the noise goes. And when you come time to when you need to change those air filters out, they've also got a 2 count of the air filters for that for $29.97 also at Home Depot. So definitely pick up one of each of those. Okay, so just as an alternate to the Ridgid, if you're not into that one, Lowe's is carrying one that's about the same size. It's a 16-gallon. Seems that it is just a little bit higher on the horsepower, but it is running $99. But this one also comes with a bonus 12-volt vacuum. It's a little handheld vacuum that you can take out to your car, plug it into the cigarette lighter, and just clean your car up. So either way, at $99, that was a good deal too. Up next at number 6, you've seen these things everywhere. It's the stackable moving toolboxes that you can pack around to the job site and that kind of stuff. Lowe's is carrying their Cobalt and their Craftman brand. If you walk into any of those these days, that's basically most of what you're seeing. And they're running the 3-piece set of the Cobalt case stack brand for $169, and they're carrying the Craftsman trade stack is what they're calling that one for $149.99, or excuse me, $149 even. And this is, as of right now, they're saying they run through January, so Still got a little time to pick that one up, but it's a worthwhile investment to check that one out. Okay, in at number 5, we're going to be talking about routers for a minute. First up, they've got the Bosch 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch 12 amp 2 1/4 horse router that comes with a fixed base and a plunge base, interchangeable, for $199. That one runs to the end of November. They're carrying the same setup in a Skill brand if you're interested in that one. That one says to be a 14 amp 2 1/2 horsepower fixed base and the plunge base. That one runs through December 6th, and that one's $129. They're also carrying the Bosch 1/4 inch palm router. They call it the Bosch Colt. And you're saving $50 on this one. This one runs out January 31st, so you got some time for that one. It is running $79. I think that's an exceptional deal. Okay, while we're talking about routers, you're going to need some bits to go in that thing. And so they've got the Skill 30-piece router bit set. It's in a display case. Some nice looking router bits, and it's running $69.98. That one runs till November 15th. And of course, that one may be a little hard to find in your area. But either way, if you can find it, you might want to grab that one up before it's gone. Up next at number 4, and I think this is an exceptional little deal. At Home Depot, they're running the 6-gallon Pancake Air Compressor with 3 basically nail guns and a air hose. So that's going to be an 18 gauge brad nailer, a 16 gauge what they're calling a straight finish nailer, and another 18 gauge finish stapler. So it'll take the narrow crown staples, and those hold exceptionally well if you're doing paneling or something like that, especially. And the air hose, I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me here what type it is. Hopefully it's a rubber hose. But either way, it's running $199. In my opinion, that's a great deal, especially if you're needing some good nail guns and a compressor. So definitely check that one out. Okay, in at number 3, and these are one of my favorite things. You know, when I first saw these clamps, I thought they were very expensive and didn't know how good they would work. But I caught them on a Black Friday sale also several years back, and I've loved them. And it's these Pony Jorgensen clamps. And if you've never used these, trust me, you need to try them. They're a parallel clamp. Some of them call them cabinet clamps. But Lowe's has actually a deal on several of them, but the one I thought was a better deal for, you know, the smaller size. They're having the 24-inch Pony Jorgensen for $29.98, and that sale runs through January 3rd. Now, I actually went to order some of these. They said they wouldn't ship them. Maybe it was just that they were out of stock, but it did show my local one to have them in stock. So I may check those out. I've not went there yet, but either way, for $29.98, that's an excellent clamp. You need to invest in some of those. Okay, up next at number 2, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I recently picked this one up myself when I found it. I've been wanting a good set of these little small compact drill drivers and impact drivers, and I found this Milwaukee set at Home Depot for $99, and that's actually saving $70 off of that one. It's regular $169, and these come with 2 of the 1.5 amp hour batteries, the charger, and a carry bag. But definitely I would pick that one up in a heartbeat. And just so you know, not only at Home Depot, there are several other stores I've seen this at. Ace Hardware and Northern Tool seems to be running this same promotion. So if this is something you've been interested in, definitely pick this up, because I don't know how long that price will last. Okay, so it's come down to this. In at number 1 at Home Depot is the Husky 42-inch mobile workbench cabinet with a solid wood top. This thing is basically a tool chest with a workbench on top. This thing moves around. It's a great looking cabinet. It's running $298. I know that's a little more expensive than the rest of these, but I felt like that's an exceptional deal. And the good thing is, even though I've got a woodworking shop here, this can be used in a garage workshop, woodworking shop. This will be a great addition to any workshop, and for $298, in my opinion, it's going to be hard to beat that one at any of the stores. So if you stuck with me to the end here, I do truly appreciate it, but I wanted to throw a couple honorable mentions to you that didn't quite make my top 10 list, but I felt they were worthwhile either way, and so I thought I'd throw those to you anyway. Quick little mention at Lowe's, they have the Cobalt 18-piece screwdriver set, and that's a good looking set, and I've used these things and they're comfortable in your hand. They're running $19.98, so a good deal, and that's running until January 31st. So a good idea to pick that one up if you need those. Okay, and the final one is a Craftman 262-piece mechanic set. It comes in its own carrying case here, a little toolbox. That's going to have ratchets, shallow and deep well sockets. It's going to have wrenches, other various little bits and screwdrivers. 262 piece, as I said, and that thing is $149. And if you look at the regular price on that thing, $279. So you're basically saving $130. And they seem to be running this one till January 31st as well. So it might be a good idea to pick up that one too. So we've made it to the end of this video, guys, and we've gone through the top 10 plus a few little extras. And hopefully you found some tools here that you just can't live without. And if you're like me, maybe some of these weren't on your radar, but now they are. And I hope I helped you out on that part of it. I know I saw this deal here and I couldn't pass it up. Regardless, as I said in the beginning, if you find any deals that you think are a good deal, put those down in the comments. I'll definitely check those out. I always like getting new tools, or if nothing else, passing them on to you. But either way, I appreciate you watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next video.